Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. This is a run-in, and my name is TJ Leo.
And I am your reigning defending prediction and trivia champion, Cole 2K.
Yes, you are. But this is not an episode where we're going to be defending any belts. That will come later this week. Instead,
Safe.
we're going to start... Yeah, I'm safe.
You're where you are.
Yeah, you're safe. Yeah, those... I'm surprised you haven't named them like Tommaso Ciampa did. Goldie, used to call him. Remember that?
I'll come up with something.
All right. Cold two
Next
belts
episode.
will stick for now.
Yes, Cold
Okay.
2 belts.
So we're going to start a new series today for the run-in sub-series of shows. We're going to call this one Rehire or Retire. And as you can see here, we got our tier maker list here with three options. Rehire, Fire, and Retire. And we're going to go ahead each episode of this series, which will spread across the next, several weeks. Going through each roster. So we're probably going to do WWE, TNA, and AEW. And we're going to do separate episodes for the men's and women's rosters. And today we're starting with the women's roster of WWE, which includes NXT.
This episode
we're gonna
will be main roster and NXT. Probably the
Correct.
men's will be broken up.
Yeah, the men's roster is a lot
likely.
larger. Yeah. So I feel like that might be too big of an episode. We'll have to see what the count is when we get there. But we're going to start off with the women, and basically we're going to go through each member of the current women's roster. By the way, if I do miss anyone, I don't think I have, but if I do miss anyone, direct your rage and feedback to WWE.com's producing staff because this is taken directly from their roster on their website. And I caught a couple that were missing. So that's pretty sad. Also, some of these pictures are also outdated. There is a certain Intercontinental Champion that doesn't have a belt, and there is a certain previous Intercontinental Champion that still has her belt in the pictures. So keep that in mind. It is definitely not 100% up to date. But we're going to go through each one, and we're going to decide whether the company that they work for, in this case WWE, should rehire them, re-sign them to a contract, fire them because they're just not meeting their potential, or they're just not working out, or they're just filling a spot that they just don't fit on the roster, or retire. And that's obviously reserved for people that have been in the company for a while, and maybe we just think it's time for them to hang up the boots, done everything they possibly can. Or maybe they just are that bad and shouldn't ever wrestle again.
There'll be a few in there.
There'll be a few in there.
I do see a couple that I will probably put on there.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's kick things off with Adriana Rizzo, I think is how you say her name.
Yes,
she is from Chase U.
No, she was from the D'Angelo family.
The family, that's right.
Yes,
okay.
Tony, we have not seen her since Stacks turned on Tony, and she decided basically she was going to leave, and we have not seen her since.
Gotcha.
She didn't have many matches in NXT, but the few that she had, she didn't really progress too much.
Okay.
Hard to say. Fire her. Definitely not retire if this is something that she's looking to do.
Okay. I'm going to leave this one to you because so normally we're going to use our whiteboards for each of these and say what we think before we even talk about it. But in this case, I don't have any experience with watching her. I think I've seen her like once, and it was not in a match. So I'm leaving this one completely to you because I don't bring enough to the table for Miss Rizzo, as it were.
Just because of the depth of the roster in NXT, I would probably keep her in NXT.
Okay.
Rehire her for NXT and see what she can do. I mean, give her. Let me see.
She needs an opportunity to wrestle more.
Yeah,
to
but
shine.
I would definitely want to see her wrestle more. Let me see.
How's her charisma?
Not Lizzo.
She's obviously some sort of like valet,
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean,
most part. So
she seems comfortable in front of a mic.
okay,
What did she do before? She was a track and field. She was a NIL person.
There's gonna be a lot of those.
She came in from an athletic background. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, I keep her in NXT, give her another year in the PC, on TV and in the PC, but I would keep her for now.
Okay. Let's move on to our next one. Alba Fire. Now, this one I can put my rating on. So let's grab our whiteboards here. And just as a reminder, what the colors are, in case you need to see those. So, Alba Fire. Okay.
So we just write what we do.
Yep. Yep. Rehire, fire, retire.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, we disagree. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Alba Fire currently, I believe, is in the Hervis.
She is in
Chelsea
the
Green.
Secret Hervis. Obviously a parody of the Secret Service.
Whoa.
Here in the States.
That blows my mind. That's the joke. Yeah. So I like Alba Fire. I don't necessarily think she's done great on the main roster. It was really cool seeing her and what was her name? Isla Dawn win the tag team championship in their home country or near their home country. I can't remember which.
In their home country, Scotland.
In their home country.
Yep.
But how she went from this like mystical character to a member of the Secret Hervis, I'm a little confused.
Well, it's because they fired. That. It's because they fired Isla.
Yeah. So they're like, no, she can't do a mystical thing.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I hate that. I don't like when they drop a gimmick like hot potato and just kind of expect everyone to adjust to it. I just don't think it. I don't like it. That being said, though, Alba Fire is great. I think she's great in the ring. She's got a decent amount of charisma, but she just hasn't been treated well from a creative standpoint. So I would rehire her. I would keep her around. I just would get her back to her old gimmick, or I would just start from scratch and definitely get her away from the Secret Hervis. It's not doing her any good being in that position.
Yeah, I mean I mean, you're right. She is really good. I mean, she can go with just about anybody.
Mm-hmm.
By herself, she didn't do much. I mean, she didn't get a big reaction from the fans.
That's true. That is a good point.
I don't remember any kind of promo that she cut. That she did. She did nothing for me to get behind her, to either like her or want to see her lose.
Fair enough.
That's the kind of thing that I get behind in AEW. I mean, could she go to AEW? Sure, she could go to AEW and do really good. She could go to TNA and do really good. She can go two of the indies. She can go back to the UK and go to Rev Pro. I mean, she's definitely got a few legs still. You know, she's still got stuff left in the tank, and people will still want to see it. But as far as WWE goes, where character and story and I mean, you can go in the ring, but if you can't get people to care about you, then
that's fair.
You know, you're not gonna succeed. I mean, there's other people in here that we'll see for that exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hate to say it, but you've convinced me. I'm not going to fight you on this one. If there was other categories in this list, like go to TNA or go to AEW,
yeah,
I can see using those options. But since the only other option is firing, we're going to go with that. All right, I agree.
I mean, she's a very indie style wrestler.
She is. Yeah, there's someone else on this list that is going to fall into that category.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. Obviously, we both have good experience with her, so let's do our writing again. If you need to know the color coding. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, our first agree. So, obviously, Alexa Bliss hasn't had a great comeback since returning at the Royal Rumble. She's active. She's on TV. She's not really doing anything. She's not really involved in any storylines. She does seem to be toying with this Charlotte feud thing that's going on right now. They're kind of not telling it in a great way. But I like that she's actually finally doing something.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where that's going to go.
Yeah. It's so weird that the expectation was for her to join the Wyatt Six, and then there was one tease when she came back of her joining the Wyatt Six. She was in the ring, and like the lights flickered, or
yeah,
there
something
was
happened. Yeah,
something happened, and then nothing after that. So I don't know whether they pulled the plug on that idea, or if that just coincided with Bo Dallas's injury, maybe. I don't remember the specific timing of all that, so maybe that's why they pulled the plug on that. I really kind of just wish she would go back to her goddess gimmick. I thought that was peak Alexa Bliss, you know,
it was
when she's this cocky, doing the belt thing behind her head, and usually having a heavy of some kind, that like a bodyguard that follows her around. That was peak Alexa. I don't like. I mean, obviously, I know you don't like the spooky wookie Alexa Bliss. No, we want grounded, legitimate goddess back. They've kind of tiptoed towards that. They brought back her old theme song, kinda. It's like it was Def Rebelled.
Yeah, probably as much as they could without having to credit CFO for it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, she's got so much to give. She's so good. She's good on the mic. She's good in the ring. She's got the look. She's got the presence. She's got everything that she needs to be. She needs to be in the main event scene at some point. Hopefully soon.
Okay. You say so.
I like her. I mean, you said rehire. So what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, you want the short, blunt answer, or do you want the politically correct answer? We need some mids for the people eventually that come up from NXT to beat.
Oh,
and she's it.
Oh,
so
damn. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, with the people that you've got, that will have yet to come, I don't really see her with any kind of sustained run as a world champion. I could see her at best, her ceiling at this point for me would be like a Intercontinental or a U.S. title.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I mean,
yeah, for sure. Or going after the main title, but not winning it.
And she can pick up some wins here and there. So when someone comes up from NXT and faces Alexa Bliss, who at that point might be another year older, it's a credible win when you beat her.
Yeah, that's true. You make good points. Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of would.
Maybe this thing with her and Charlotte, maybe it turned into a tag team. I don't know. Right?
I mean, sure, I guess, but like,
you don't.
The tag team divisions in WWE are just they're just so garbage right now.
Just wait till we get to the men's. But I mean, the thing with Charlotte, she doesn't always need to be in the world title picture.
No, and I'm glad she's not right now.
I mean, and that's one thing that I did like about Bianca being in the tag team was
it kept her away from it.
She didn't have to be in the tag for the world title, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, Alexa, she's good.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last promo she cut either.
I know they won't let her talk.
Yeah.
But she's great. She's great at promos, or at least she used to be. It's been
she
so
had
long
that,
since she.
she had that A Taste of Bliss little thing.
Mm-hmm. A moment of bliss.
A moment of bliss, yeah, whatever.
You'd want a taste of bliss.
I mean, there's a lot more on the roster that I would rather have a taste of than her. I'm not gonna lie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about her going to NXT to put some ladies over like Becky did?
Short term, I mean, if it's something like what Natalya did too,
Yeah.
she had a feud with Lola Vice, she had a feud with a couple other people. Yeah, let her go down to NXT, get some more reps.
Yeah.
Put some people over down there.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yep.
All right, let's keep this train moving. The next one is Ariana Grace.
Ariana Grace.
So I got to leave this one to you as well. Don't know anything about her.
So she isn't. I guess she's technically NXT. She has been on TNA television more lately, because that is Santino Marella's daughter.
Oh, that's where I know her from. I knew I recognized her. I just couldn't pinpoint it.
So
okay.
Yeah. So it obviously not obviously, but in TNA, they do recognize that is her daughter, or that is Santino's daughter.
Yeah.
So they've kind of been going back and forth. She hasn't wrestled too much in NXT. She did have a match in TNA recently, I think. I haven't been watching that too much, but this is rough.
I didn't even know I thought she was in TNA specifically. I didn't know she was under WWE.
Yeah, she is under WWE. Yeah,
contract. I mean, you can fire her and go to TNA.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. The hesitancy. We can revisit these, by the way. These are not permanent. At the end, we can take a look and be like, "Oh wow, we fired a lot of people."
Leave that one up in the air for now. Leave that one up in the air for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Leave that one up in the air for now.
Well,
now let's move on. Nope, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's move on to Asuka. Let's do our 3, 2, 1. Do you need the colors again?
Nope.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I mean, it's freaking Asuka. Do we even need to talk about anything?
Yep.
She's so over. She's so good. Although I will say I don't like her new finisher. What do they call it? The Empress.
The Empress.
Impact.
Yeah.
It's basically just the hip attack that Naomi used to use.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no.
Naomi's rear view. And Naomi's got a little bit more back there to hit him with.
I don't think it suits Asuka. Asuka's used this move as a regular signature move for a long time. Now all of a sudden it's a finisher. It's a little strange. That being said, though, I mean, Asuka's amazing. She's so good.
Yep.
I don't like that they brought back her old theme.
No,
I liked the newer one better.
Oh, I love this her OG one.
Her OG one. It has been Def Rebel though. I don't know if you've noticed.
Maybe a little bit. Just enough to take away the credit from CFO.
just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, before she came back, I would have said retire. But that first match she had back, that was the Asuka of old. That was the NXT
She's so
Asuka.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
she's so
I
good.
was it'll be interesting to see her this coming weekend.
Mm-hmm.
For Night of Champions. Yep.
All right. Bayley. Whoops. Grabbing my marker. Wow, I can't I can't hold on to my marker. I keep dropping it. Well, look at that. I even
Yeah,
switched
you even switch
pictures.
people.
I don't know what happened. All right, 3, 2, 1.
This hurts.
Oh,
This
all right.
hurts.
I'm interested to hear your theory on this one. In fact, I'm gonna let you lead
All
because
right.
I like Bailey.
I love Bailey too. Bailey's
Okay.
great. Let's see. Oh, wrestler. So she's 35 years old, 36.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Bailey. She just turned 36 last week.
I'm
Um,
older than Bailey.
so she's a what, 5, 6-time champion.
Something like that. Yeah.
Um, she's had feuds with Sasha. She's had feuds with Becky. She's had feuds with Charlotte. She's had title reigns. She's had tag titles.
She's done everything.
She's done everything. She's gone back down to NXT, feuded with Cora Jade to try to get her over, feuded with Roxanne. There's really not a whole lot left for her to do.
And see, and that's why I kept her was because I think she falls into where you put Alexa Bliss. I think she could put over new talent.
I
You know,
think
I'd love to see her against like, you know, um, some of the NXT people like Jada Parker, um, Gulia,
Gulia, yeah. I don't know.
Stephanie.
I mean, she could 100% go over to AEW and have a 5-star banger with Mercedes.
She could.
She could go over and have a great match with Tony Storm. She could go on the Indies and have
Ooh,
just name
that's
her
good.
price with anybody. I,
Cam, you're really convincing this episode. What's happening?
I guess I kind of equate her to what Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson to Adam Copeland.
Mm,
I mean, there's really not a whole lot left for her to do in WWE.
okay.
Kind
All
of
right.
a fresh new place for her because she's been there for so long, and she still has enough left in the tank to not retire.
Oh yeah, she definitely has a lot more. All right.
Oh my gosh!
You convinced me when you talked about the feuds that she could have in AEW. I was like, oh, I'd love to see Bailey and Tony Storm. Oh, I'd love to see Bailey and Sasha go one more, like, or Mercedes. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's got a lot left in the tank. She's so good. She's very, very good. I mean, she had one of the best matches of Nia Jax's career.
Yeah,
Which is say, it's not saying a whole lot really about Nia Jax, but she brought out a great match in Nia Jax, which is impressive for me as someone who absolutely hates Nia
yep.
Jax. So yeah, I agree with your reasoning.
So this next place. Oh, actually, we missed it. There is someone that we've skipped that we
Oh,
haven't
who?
seen.
Who?
Ava.
I did skip her because she's a GM. She's been inactive for so long that I was like,
I would, but for her, I would keep her because, well, if we're ever going to see The Rock again, um,
you know what we
in
should do? Now that I think about it, is we should do a non wrestlers list for
yeah,
this. Yeah.
but for her, if The Rock was ever going to be involved in the bloodline story, have her
Bring
turn on
her
her
in.
dad and join the bloodline.
Ooh. Can she do it though? That's the question. Can she do it?
She wouldn't have to wrestle.
That's true. But can she pull off? I don't think she has the charisma, personally. I don't know.
Probably not, but
Probably not. Which is kind of weird. Like, what genes did you get from your parents? I don't know what genes she got, but
yeah.
I don't think she got the Rock in that category. All right, Becky Lynch. I gotta think about this one. I really gotta think about this one. All right, I thought about it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, vastly different this time.
Tell me
So
why
I
you say retire.
yeah, so
Because I
I
could be
get,
convinced. I definitely could be convinced.
yeah, so I get that she could be in that same zone with Bailey and Alexa. You know, she could go other places. I mean, Alexa, I don't see going other places. She's like a WWE person to me.
Yeah, she would not fit in TNA, or she would not fit in
No,
AEW at all.
I just don't see that unless she went as the goddess, which even then it's like she's so tiny.
Yeah,
You know,
and
whereas
in like AEW, they say where the best wrestle. They're more wrestling centric
yeah,
rather than character driven, and like Alexa's not quite as
not quite there.
gifted
Yeah,
in that.
more of an entertainer
Yeah,
than a wrestler. Yeah, and then Bailey's definitely a wrestler, so I can definitely see her going to AEW or TNA. Becky, I've just been so over her at this point, which is partially WWE's fault for the way they've booked her, and from the fact that she's a heel, but she's still using her original theme,
yeah,
which is very much a face theme. To they're just kind of ignoring the crowd. They're kind of Cena-ing her in that they're putting her out there. People don't want to boo her. I personally don't care. I'm the Becky train for me has left. The man gimmick fizzled out a long time ago to me.
long time ago.
Yeah, its peak was at like WrestleMania 35, and we're going into 42 next year. So it's like I'm just kind of over Becky. At this point, I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler by any stretch of the imagination. She can still go. I'm just, I don't want her to run it into the ground. You know, and I feel like if she keeps going, she's potentially going to do that, where it's like people just are kind of sick of it and sick of seeing her. Because if I'm already there, I feel like the audience is going to get there sooner rather than later. So I'm thinking, just hang up the boots. You've done everything. You're one of the only women to main event WrestleMania. You have nothing left to prove. Be an agent, be a producer. Do work at the PC. Do something to still contribute to the business. But I don't know. I'm just kind of there's so many women on the roster that Becky for me is just.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see and agree with a lot of that. The thing for her with me, probably the best thing, was that she was gone for over a year,
Mm-hmm.
because when she came back, she felt important again.
Yeah.
Not necessarily she was missed, but um, she was somewhat
Creatively, she
fresh.
was brought back in a terrible way, though.
Oh yeah, creatively she was. It was just not good.
No.
I mean, she's somewhat fresh, except for the same music.
Yeah.
I mean, she's accomplished something that I didn't know was too possible. She made Lyra somewhat interesting.
Yeah, she did.
I
That
mean,
was a great feud.
she's brought out stuff in Lyra that I didn't expect and didn't think was there. And
No, I agree with that.
and I don't think we're done, because I think that's eventually going to end up in a triple threat at Evolution.
Yeah.
But
And I assume Lyra will probably win the title back at that
I don't
point.
think so. I don't know.
No?
We'll see when we get there.
I mean, you got two veterans and you got a new person, so I feel like
Yeah,
you got to give that nod back to the new person, pass the torch kind of moment. She's the odd one out. I don't know. That's for another predictions episode, but
I mean, I do like that she didn't come back into a world title story.
yeah,
Chase.
definitely. Yeah, keep her out of the main event, please, for the love of God. And she's another one where I don't see her in AEW or TNA or anything like that. I just don't see her over there. So I'd rather have her retire personally. if I haven't swayed you, I would be okay with the rehire option. If you're on the fence still, I would move over.
I mean, she's already gone down and done the NXT thing with
Yeah,
Tiffany and with Lyra.
yeah. She's running out of opponents. She's eventually going to run out. Unless she just continuously feuds with the people that are brought up from NXT. Every
Yeah.
single time. Everyone's first feud from NXT is with Becky.
I mean, it's
You got
like,
to get through the Becky door.
wow, that's the new Miz, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
happened with the Miz. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Bronson Reed.
Mm-hmm.
They all went through the Miz. What happened
Now
to
where
them?
is he? No
Yeah,
one knows.
well, he's on American Gladiators. What are you talking about? With Camille and Wardlow.
Oh, good lord.
Um,
Revisit?
no.
Nope. He's gonna make a decision, folks. Here it comes. Blue or green? he's writing it down.
You know what?
Oh snap! Oh snap! Drum roll.
Oh, you can see the color.
I can't. It's too small. I can't see it. I mean, you probably could on the full version.
You know what? I would give her a John Cena retirement like tour.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. Absolutely. Okay.
Not retire right now, but within a year.
Within a year. Yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to see that. Maybe not announce it or anything like that, but like,
I mean,
be a clear lead up.
She loves motherhood. I mean, she's Irish. Mm-hmm. I could totally see her having 2 or 3 more kids. That's what Irish do. She loves being a mother. She can wrestle for a little bit longer, retire, go off into the sunset, retire, and her husband can be happy.
Or she can go to LFG.
Be a coach.
Be a judge. Be a coach. Yeah. All right, moving on to BFAB. I don't know why there's more red hair in this particular picture. But yeah, I know enough about BFAB to know what to decide here. All right. I love how we can hear the marker hitting the board. I don't know if you can pick up mine, but I can pick up yours sometimes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, another disagreement. Okay. I gotta hear your spiel for why to keep BFAB.
No, I said retire.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yes, retire.
Oh, okay. The color was off then. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I would retire.
Retire. Okay. She's just not good in the ring. She doesn't get it.
The only place I would rehire for would be NXT. But the people in NXT have either not been there as long as her, or they're already. I feel like they've already passed her.
Yeah, you know what? I might move mine to retire because I'm trying to picture where she would go, and I just can't picture anything. And she can't even be a valet because she's not good on the mic. So it's like
she's a little bit better than what she was before when she was with Hit Row.
She has improved since they left. I would agree.
But I mean, you had Top Dollar and Swerve that were better on the mic than her. Yeah. She's been mainly in a tag team with Michin, with Mia Yim. But as part of this overall, I would retire the tag team championships.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I would retire the tag team championships.
With her?
Or just make it a big focus. But I don't see them doing that at all.
No. All right.
And I don't.
She joins.
I mean, she doesn't fit AEW.
No, not at all. And she can't. She can't wrestle enough to be in TNA. So.
I mean, maybe TNA, but with their partnership with NXT, you see a lot more of the NXT people going than her.
No, I agree. retire.
And I mean, could she do the convention circuit? But not really.
Go do
I
an
mean,
OnlyFans.
along
like
with
like everyone else.
along with Cora and Elektra Lopez and Tegan Knox and
Yeah.
whoever else. Yeah. Sure.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, Matt Riddle too. There. I mean, there's a market.
Scary. There's definitely a market. All right. Bianca. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, he's not done. He's not done. I almost showed. I did like a 180 degree and they were like, no, you can't see it. You can't see it. Now he's good.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah. I mean, she's still got many years left of
She does.
great matches and all kinds of stuff. There's so many people she hasn't faced. They've really kept her kind of like protected in that way, you know?
First of which, Jade Cargill. We still need that Bianca.
Yeah,
Jade.
she still hasn't had that feud, has she? I would love to see her against like Jada Parker.
Yeah.
You know, her and Gulia, her and Stephanie.
Yeah. I mean, she's more of a not so much a grappler. She's more of a striker. She's more of a power person.
Yeah, and she does some flips and stuff too. But
yeah,
she's a storyteller too.
She is
great. Yeah. Has Bianca and Charlotte ever had a one-on-one? I feel like they haven't.
Not really.
I feel like if they have, it may have been on like a random SmackDown or something like that. But like, I don't think they've ever had like a story
or like really for the title.
Isn't that crazy? Because I think Charlotte was injured for a lot of Bianca's reign when she had the championship, and then she was in the
had a triple threat match with them, or with her, with Asuka and Charlotte at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
1 year.
Never one though. I'd like to see that. You know,
Rhea.
Two of the top Prime women. You know, it's kind of like an icon versus icon future match. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to spend much more time on Bianca. she's amazing.
Yeah,
she's so good. All right. This is Brinley
Reese.
This is all you. I have no clue who she is.
We did skip one. This is WWE.com not being up to date.
Okay, who did we miss?
Blake Monroe.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's. Yes. I can't. I mean, can we even give her a rating yet? She hasn't done anything, has she? She's had one match, maybe.
She has not had a match yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why she's not on the roster yet.
But I would want absolutely 100% rehire her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Obviously, we're talking about the former Mariah May. Definitely 100% rehire.
100%.
And strap a rocket to her. Keep her in.
Have her be the one that takes Jada Parker's, or not Jada Parker, JC Jane's title away from her.
Yeah.
Maybe not the first match or anything like that, but eventually. Or maybe the first match, who knows?
I mean, they've got a 4-way match tomorrow on NXT to determine who's going to be facing JC at Evolution for the title.
Okay.
So.
Might be Blake.
She's not in it. Yep. They had 4 matches last week to determine who the 4 people are going to be in it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk about that on the prediction show.
Yeah. But yeah, Blake Monroe, definitely keep her. As far as Brinley Reese,
never even heard of her, so I can't comment. Is she more of an Evolve person?
Yeah, she's probably more of an Evolve person.
Okay. So she's probably NIL, is my guess.
Yeah, she's an NIL.
Yeah. Okay.
She's a tumbler, acrobat, kind of like Sol Ruka.
Does she? Do you have even enough experience with her for you to rate her?
No, I don't. I mean, she's mainly a Evolve.
So does that automatically mean rehire because we need to see more?
Yeah, I need to see more.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who's next? Candice LeRae.
That's
Oh,
probably the quickest one for
Candice.
me.
Oh, Candice. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah.
Hit the bricks with your husband. Sorry.
I mean, I like Johnny Gargano. I don't know why Johnny and Tommaso don't translate to the main roster audience as well as they did the NXT audience, but Candice LeRae, she's not bad. She's just vanilla. I think she could probably do pretty well in like TNA. That's where I would send her.
Yeah. Well, then put her in TNA.
Yeah. She just can't survive on the main roster, which is where she is, I think.
She is, yeah. She's gotten involved in the last
Pixie.
she's gotten involved in the last couple DIY tag matches.
Oh,
Almost feels like they're
changing
gonna
her to
do some
valet.
kind of DIY and Candice against Nikki Cross and Dexter and
Oh, Wyatt
Joe
Six.
Gacy. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Because the Wyatts are kind of trying to go for
Do
the
the tag team thing.
Yeah.
Which is so weird. Okay. Yeah. I think we're on the same page with.
Yep.
With
and going down
Candice.
to NXT would do nothing.
No. This is Carly Bright, another one I have no idea. Is this another Evolve person?
Yeah, mainly another Evolve person. I think she's maybe had 1 or 2 matches on NXT.
Okay, so she defaults to Rehire.
She defaults to Rehire.
Okay. Because we can't default these people that are like so new that we haven't seen them to fire. So yeah. I feel like Rehire is the only real option for these newcomers. Charlotte. Whew. All
right.
3, 2, 1. Oh wow. Okay. I think I can lead off on this one pretty easily. I liked your idea of the 1 year retirement tour kind of thing. I think she falls into that category for me too. I think she's running out of opponents, but she's got a few left. But she's done everything, So it's like I'm not saying she's bad or anything like that. She one thing I will say is she is terrible on the mic. I hate listening to her. She doesn't talk like a wrestler or a superstar. She talks like she's herself, which normally in wrestling when you be yourself is a good thing. But in Charlotte's case, she just sounds like she's having a conversation with somebody. She doesn't sound like she's doing a promo.
Just comes across a very pretentious, and not in a heel way.
Just kind of in a bitch way, where it's like you're so up your own ass, or it's like I just don't really care anymore. That being said, though, she still puts on great matches. She still has star power, but I think it's time for her to start sunsetting. For me, with Becky.
I mean, I think,
like I said, I'd love.
See, she's a good one to get other people over, or she should be a good one to get other people over.
It didn't work for Tiffany.
No, it didn't work for Tiffany. I kind of relate her to someone like Sheamus. Sheamus can stick around as long as he wants, because once he gets in there, he cannot have a bad match. Now Charlotte can have a bad match. But
I just, after that immature exchange with Tiffany on SmackDown, it's just clear to me, like, if you compare her to Becky, Becky definitely comes across as somebody who wants to help the next generation at this point. Whereas
yeah,
Charlotte just comes across as like she just feels threatened all the time, and that did the opposite of what it should have done for Tiffany, and I don't think that's going to change. So I'd rather her just go away, at this point. Thank you for your service.
yeah.
Like I said, not right away. Like retire at WrestleMania next year.
If I'm doing it for Becky, then yeah, sure, it should be for Charlotte too. Whether it's 1 year, whether it's 2 years, have a shorter term rather than long term.
Yeah.
So,
no more title reigns though. You have enough, Charlotte. You don't need any more.
I mean, maybe you can do a try to bring some prestige to the Intercontinental or U.S. title.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Especially the U.S. title. It needs some work.
Her and Chelsea for the U.S. title.
Yeah,
would be really good.
See, I'm afraid of taking her against people to try and raise them now. I see her and Chelsea, and I see Chelsea just looking buried.
I remember her match against Peyton Royce. That was the best that Peyton Royce ever looked on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
it's very hit and miss with Charlotte.
Peyton was gone in probably a month or two after that, but still.
Yeah.
Peyton looked
that was kind of her choice, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, she made Peyton look like $500,000.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
How are you feeling on budgeting? You're good with retire?
Yep. Okay. I'm good to retire. I mean, if I'm doing it for Becky, then I'll do it for Charlotte.
That was my feeling. I was like, well, if I'm retiring Becky, I would rather Charlotte retires quicker. So I gotta, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can't go back on that reasoning. All right, next up is Chelsea Green. There she is. Yeah, this one's tough for me too. Yeah.
Take a swig of water to think about it.
Yeah, this one's tough for me. But I'm going with my gut.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we're on the same page. So
you can go back to the tier maker real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Boom.
Okay. Yep. I'm good.
Yeah. So she's definitely not the best wrestler in the world. She is a great entertainer. She's also from, if what we read online is to be believed, she's very Miz-like in that she just says yes to everything. So it's like, hey, we need you to go do this interview. Hey, we need you to go do this this charity event. We need you to do, like, she's everywhere. She just goes.
We need you to lose in 5 seconds to this person. Okay.
Yeah. We need you to go on the Rumble and be eliminated in 2 seconds. Sure. Like she's just a yes person. And the company does need that. They don't need a million of them, but you need 1 or 2 per gender, I would say.
Yep.
And she's definitely one of those. That's kind of why I'm keeping her on the list here. She's very entertaining. She's a company person. I just don't. So personally, I kind of disagree with having given her the U.S. belt as like the first U.S. champion. Because she's not a great wrestler. I feel like that those titles should have been given to great wrestlers. Lyra was a good choice, even though she wasn't really over at the time. But she was a great wrestler. And Chelsea's just not. Chelsea would fit in great during the Divas era, which I don't want to say is like an insulting thing. But she's really just kind of like barely average in the ring. She's fine.
She's serviceable.
Yeah. She does what's needed to be done, but she never blows you away. She's never going to have a 5-star match. She's probably so busy with all of the yes things that she says yes to that she doesn't have enough time to work on her in-ring work.
Yeah.
You know? But she's valuable, just in a different way.
Yep.
So that's kind of where I sit.
Also, see my explanation for Alexa Bliss.
To put over new talent.
Yep. She's
fair.
good. I mean, you compared her to The Miz. I mean, that's kind of the same thing.
She really is.
Yeah. You know, let your Sol Rukas, your Jada Parkers, your whoever else come up, have a feud with Chelsea, and eventually go over.
Yeah, and I think that the fact that she is as charismatic as she is, can really bring out the charisma in others.
Yep.
As well. So, yeah. Okay. Shh. It's Chelsea Green.
But she would absolutely make a killing on the indies.
Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely. Although I don't see her in TNA or AEW though. She'd have to go straight indie. Yeah.
Back with her.
She'd have to Matt Cardona it.
What better person to do it with than Matt Cardona?
Yeah.
Her husband.
There you go.
And she is Canadian, so get her out of here.
We definitely have to rehire her then. Give her the belt. Give her the strap. All right. Next one is Fallon Henley. This is another one I got to leave to you. I don't know enough about her. I know her. I've seen her, but I don't know enough. I don't want to be unfair.
So she was in the trio, in the little group with
Toxic Attraction.
No, Fallon Henley was a cowgirl with Briggs and
the one
Brooks,
I never saw.
With Briggs and Brooks. She is now in Fatal Influence.
Fatal Influence.
Fatal Influence with JC Jane and Jasmine Nix.
Okay. Yeah,
she was the NXT champion or the North American champion before Soul won it at the ladder match at Stand and Deliver. She's decent in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
She's progressed. But when you've got the talent in NXT like Soul, like Zarya, like Julia that came in, ran through about 6 months, and the main roster, Stephanie, Jordan, she's kind of been overshadowed.
Yeah. That's why I don't like the trios in NXT.
Yeah.
One of them always like rises above the other two, but then that really leaves 2/3 of the people kind of in a shitty place.
But for her, I would still rehire.
Okay.
But keep her in NXT. She's a good person that babyfaces can come in, have feuds with, whether they get over or not, or whether they go over or not. She's good enough in the ring that she can stay in there for a while.
Okay.
And
get more seasoning.
Yep, get more seasoning. And I mean, if she doesn't end up on the main roster, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good life working at NXT from what I hear.
It is, yeah.
You live in Florida, you live nearby, you get to be paid to work out and eat healthy and
get trained.
Wrestle once a week.
World-class medical care.
Yeah. It's not a bad life.
Not a bad life at all.
Nope.
Not a bad life.
All right. Julia. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Not really a whole lot needs to be said on this one.
No.
So many matches to have.
Yeah.
We got a hint of it with Asuka.
Yep.
Obviously.
So many combinations.
Yeah. Stephanie. I don't really care to see her in Charlotte again.
Julia in Charlotte?
Yeah.
I'd like to see her against Alexa. They're both kind of like of that stature. I think it'd be a pretty good match.
I guess.
Yeah.
Julia's just a really stiff looking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's
Yeah.
came from Stardom, which is, I mean, if you watch any of her Stardom matches, um, it looks a lot rougher than what the NXT style and the WWE style. A lot more strong style.
NXT UK almost.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. All right. Julia rehired.
rehired.
Ivy Nile.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
See, mine comes with a stipulation though.
Okay.
Because of her stature, because of her strength, repackage her as try to repackage her as a badass heel.
Yeah.
Hard hitting, just tough as nails heel. Because as a face, as part of a group, she's just blah.
Yeah. So creatively, I can't fault her for how she's been booked because Lord knows the American Made has been booked like shit since inception. Just absolutely awful. She must have like a 90% loss rating, if that. Yeah. Like it's kind of stupid. So I can't fault her for that, but at the same time, I feel like she would do really well on TNA or AEW. She's just got such like a tough, I don't know why, but I can see her in like some of the crazy AEW hardcore matches that Statlander and them are in. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe she's not interested in that, but
AEW had someone like that. Layla Hirsch.
Yeah.
They had someone just like that. Little, short, compact. Supposed to be like a legit fighter type.
Can fit her in the overhead bin.
Yeah, fit her. Yeah. They had someone just like that, and she just wasn't interesting because I don't know. Yeah,
she could do well in WWE. They've buried her to the point at this point that it's just like, how does she come out of this?
Right.
She's basically been Shayna Baszlerized.
She has. I mean, just the look of her, the strength, she should be treated as more like a badass.
Yeah. And she's good in the ring. She's decent on the mic. She's never been in the ring with a promo, I don't think. At least nothing I can remember, but she's been in tons of backstage segments where she talks, and she's fine. She's pretty good.
I mean, I'll save my biggest comparison for a little bit later on.
Okay.
But yeah, if I rehire her, it would have to be just with a complete overhaul of her. But it's like a CM Punk contract where if you mess up once, you're gone.
I mean, it's not Ivy's fault though. I don't feel like it's Ivy's fault. It's like
no, I mean, and obviously with
it's
any
WWE's creative's fault.
Yeah, I mean, with any of these, we can't hold the creative against them. I guess we probably should have said that at the beginning. But
yeah.
I mean,
we're the way that we're doing this is basically like current worth versus potential.
Yeah,
I think is the best way to describe it. Yeah. And I think she has a lot of potential, but her current worth is garbage. So it's like I'm like, ugh, she's worth nothing. You know, she's the Scotty Too Hottie of today for the women's. Like it sucks. Which is, I'm not to say that Scotty Too Hottie wasn't valuable because he was, and so was she. But
Scotty I mean, I don't know. Scotty Too Hottie is a fair comparison.
Jobber, just complete jobber.
Yeah. But
although he won titles
and he had the worm, people popped so hard for the worm.
Yeah, she doesn't. He doesn't. She doesn't have
She doesn't have
any
a worm.
titles and
She doesn't have a
pop.
worm.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You know what? Get her out of here. Fire.
Get her fired.
Get her.
Okay.
Get her out of here.
Get her out of here. I again, it's nothing against her. I just don't think she's going to do anything at this point. I'm just over it. You know, same thing with Brutus and what's his other name? I'm just like they're so good. All of these people are so good, but they're just not doing it. Chad Gable, for crying out loud. Chad Gable should have been a champion by now.
Yes.
Brutus and guy I can't remember, Julius, should have been tag champs by now. Like it's just egregious how badly they've been booked. All right, let's move on from Ivy. Io. To make it easier to write the words, do you want to just for the two R's? Do you just want to put an R in the color, so we don't have to write the whole word?
That don't matter.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean, this is another one that doesn't really need a whole lot of explanation. I don't think.
The more I see her, the more I like her.
Yeah, she's so good. She to me, and this might be controversial to say, but I think she's out Asuka in a lot of ways. She's slightly better on the mic than Asuka, and in the ring, she's great.
Yep.
Asuka on the mic is still bad. You know, she's still great in the ring. Don't get me wrong, but Io is just kind of the whole package.
Yep.
She's really good. You know what's funny about this though is that like rewind 20 years, you would never see Asuka and Io Sky and Giulia and Stephanie in WWE, let alone holding a championship.
Yep.
It's crazy how better things have gotten.
And thing with her, I mean, she's 35. I mean, you see a lot of these. Asuka's in her 40s. Bianca's 36. Yeah, 36. I saw Io's 35. Wow.
They look so young.
And they're still so good.
Yep. So good. This is really the first women's generation where we're going to get women that still wrestle when they're in their late 40s, like the men. You know, it'll be interesting to see where the retirement age comes into play, because we haven't really seen this yet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the women's roster hasn't been equal to the men's in terms of just about everything ever until this generation. So it's like we haven't really seen where that retirement age is. Right. It's gonna be interesting to watch.
And it also depends on kids too, on if any of them want to have kids and what they're gonna do.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Izzy Dane. This is another one I gotta leave up to you. I don't know her enough. I know of her.
So she's in the culling with Sean Spears and Brooks Jensen and Nico Vance.
God. The final testament of
the final testament. Yeah.
Actually, that's not true because there's also Dark Side. Just charisma black holes.
Yeah, she's kind of. Best thing about her is best thing attached to her is Braun Breaker, because that's who he's with. That's who she's with, is Braun Breaker.
They're dating?
Yes, they are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he upgraded from Cora Jade to Izzy.
He upgraded.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about it.
Fire.
Bye, Izzy. So she's just not great in the ring. And
you can't really teach charisma.
No.
And
you either have it or you don't.
She just doesn't really have it.
Yeah, and you need that in this business for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Current NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne. I got to leave this one to you as well, unfortunately. I don't know enough about her.
So she's been in NXT for 4 years.
Yeah, I've definitely seen her before, but I'm still kind of catching up on NXT.
Yeah,
There's a few that I know, but
she was in Toxic Attraction way back with Mandy Rose and Gigi Dolan.
oh wow, that's
Yep.
where she's from.
Yep.
Interesting.
She was obviously the last one standing from that. She finally won that.
Wait, who was in that?
Mandy
Gigi
Rose.
Dolan and Mandy Rose, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm,
They were tag champions. Well, back before they merged the two.
right.
They had all the gold. She's finally NXT champion. She's decent on the mic. Um, I feel that she's reached her talent ceiling.
Mm,
And on the main
that's not good.
roster, yeah, and on the main roster, that would be mid card title at best.
Mid card title. I mean, they do need mid carders.
They
So
do
I
need
mean,
mid
it's
carders.
you know,
So I would keep her. I would rehire her. Hmm.
but you would send her to the main roster to be a
No,
mid carder, or stay in
I would
NXT
stay.
for a bit longer.
I would stay. Definitely stay in NXT for a bit longer.
Okay. Jade Cargill. Uh, what is she doing right now? She's in the King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring, right?
Yes, she is facing Asuka for the Queen
Right.
of the Ring.
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. I gotta hear this.
So you remember a little bit ago when I said I would save my comparison for another person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's Ivy Nile. She's a bigger Ivy Nile.
She hasn't been buried though.
She hasn't been buried, but she's been there for over a year.
Well,
I don't know.
half of the year.
I don't know how much better she's going to get.
She has moments of brilliance. It's really weird.
Brilliance?
I mean, her attack on Naomi at the Elimination Chamber,
yeah,
was legendary. Like, it was so perfectly well done. Now, how much of that was luck? How much of that was camera work? How much of that was great crowd?
And how much of that was Naomi?
And how much of that was it's like it's hard to tell sometimes. I think she needs more time. I think she needs more time.
You're right. I kind of went off
gut. I will say
from her match last night on Raw.
The first thing I was going to say with her was Rehire on the precipice, of fire or retire, because I was just like, I can see it. I can see it. She's just not there, and I don't know. I might even send her to NXT. Like, I just think she needs more seasoning. I think she was brought up too quickly. She wasn't even really in NXT at all, right?
No, not at all. She wasn't.
She was just in the PC for like a year or something like that, and then they brought her in, right? Not even a year.
No, not even a year. 6 months.
Yeah.
That's 3-4 months, maybe.
Yeah.
And then she had her debut on the Rumble.
Right. Yeah. Send her to NXT.
Yeah, I can rehire. I mean, she's going to win. She's going to beat Asuka. She shouldn't beat Asuka.
Oh, no. Asuka's going to win.
But no.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
later. Okay. Have I convinced you, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very reluctant. Like I said, I was on the precipice. I just think I think she deserves one more chance. I think she hasn't fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not fucking up. She's just not.
They've strapped the rocket to her that she hadn't deserved.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
And I guess that's why I was reacting the way I was. They strapped a rocket.
That's
to her
totally
that she
fair.
Doesn't deserve.
She absolutely should have went through NXT. I don't know why they brought her up through the main roster that quickly. And clearly they realized that too because they injured her,
Yeah.
kayfabe, and then sent her to the PC for a while. That must have been what she was doing. I mean, I know that there was rumors of her filming a movie and stuff like that, but I'm like, it doesn't take you
Or that
8
she
months to
was
film a movie.
legitimately injured.
Yeah, like I don't buy that at all.
No, I don't think she was.
She went to the PC. Okay. Okay, so we got her there. Okay, who's next here? Is this Jada Parker?
That is Jada Parker.
3, 2, 1. Absolutely Rehire.
Yep.
I'm shocked she's not on the main roster. To be honest with you, I think she's amazing.
Yep. There was a reason why she was in the Rumble this year.
Yeah.
And others weren't.
Yeah. I've seen her, I want to say like 3 times.
Yep.
And every time she's on the screen, I'm like, oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she's progressed real fast.
Yeah. She's fantastic.
From the first
future champion right there.
From the first time she was on camera till now, I mean, till she was in the Rumble was less than a year.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, she's amazing. Bring on Jada Parker.
Yep.
Like just strap a rocket to her. Don't strap a rocket to her. Have her progress naturally. She's going to be great.
When she first appeared, she was kind of a third with OTM with that tag team. But she has completely overshadowed them with her with her charisma, with her presence, with her look, and with her
in-ring ability.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
OTM is, I don't even know when the last time they were on NXT was. Yeah.
Jasmine Nix. This is another one I don't know. Is this another Evolve person?
No, she's the one that's in the Fatal Influence. She's the third wheel in Fatal Influence.
Uh-oh.
With Fallon Henley and JC Jane. She's the one who hasn't had any titles.
Okay.
Definitely not as good on the mic. Oh boy.
Is she maybe a good TNA candidate? New lease.
I keep her.
You keep her?
Okay. Yeah, keep her, but feed her to TNA.
Wait. Oh, so keep her, but feed her to TNA. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep her, but let her bounce back and forth between TNA and Fatal Influence.
Right. Jordan Grace, who is kind of, she's technically NXT, but I don't think she's on NXT right now, right? She's like
she is, yes. She is. She's actually one of the ones in the 4-way tonight to determine the next contender for the title at Evolution. Ready?
3, 2, 1. As if there was any question.
Yeah. There's matches for her. A lot of matches for her.
I feel like they're only keeping her in NXT because there's not enough room on the main roster right now.
Yeah, I was surprised that she's still on there. When she first debuted, I figured they'd keep her on NXT until WrestleMania season was over, and then move her up like they did Julia and Stephanie, but they still got her because she's had a lot more TV. Yeah,
she doesn't really need to be in NXT,
right?
But like I said, there's not a whole lot of room right now.
But there is one thing there is one thing I will fire about her, and that's her new theme music.
Oh yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Even she said that it was bad. I think she was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for Def Rebel to be fired, man. Just get rid of them. God, they're bad.
When they're good, they're good. When they're bad, they're bad.
Yeah, you can't have a 50%, success rate on your themes. Kairi Sane. Oh, he's thinking.
I am.
Right down here. I think it's possible that people may have been able to see the color of my marker this whole time. I'm gonna have to shift. I'm surprised Sim31 in the chat hasn't commented on that.
I know. I'm
Maybe he
ready.
fell asleep. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what is that? Oh, retirement tour.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, I she's a tough one for me because
She is a tough one.
you know she's got in-ring charisma, but she has no mic charisma. Obviously, I don't think she can speak like a link of English. I don't think I've ever seen her verbally speak English on any show on WWE.
I think she has tried.
Yeah,
but I can't remember anything specific.
No, she's she's like a 7 in the ring. She's good. She's got some good
really
stuff.
good in the ring.
Yeah, but I just don't see her at the level of Asuka and Io Sky and Gulia, and I mean, maybe lower her to mid card titles, something. I just feel like she's not doing anything. And I feel like she could go to AEW.
Yeah.
Or back to Japan. I don't know. I don't think there's anything left for her. Not because she hasn't done everything, but because I just don't think there's room. The women's division is so stacked right now that you got to be up there.
Yeah,
and I just don't see her.
Definitely at her ceiling for talent.
Yeah, that's such a good way of putting it. She's at her ceiling. If she listened to this, she would absolutely hate us for saying that. But she really is like.
I mean, it's a realistic point.
And it's not maybe saying it's her ceiling, but it's her ceiling in WWE.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
like there's nothing. She might be a huge star somewhere else.
And I mean, I'm sure she would go and have a great match with Mercedes in AEW.
Yeah,
because they're very similar in style and very in size and look. She's another one that's, and I'm probably sounding like
she needs to retire.
I mean, I probably sound like an ageist. She's 36, which for
I mean, we haven't retired everyone who's 36.
No, we haven't. But the ones that we haven't have been better in ring, like Asuka, like Io.
Yeah, I still think she's got more to give, just not in WWE. It's kind of my take.
All right, you convinced me. Fire. Yep.
Yeah, I've convinced.
Let her go. Ride out the rest of her time. Cherry picking her opponents that aren't.
Still love that elbow she gives.
Yes, I do like that elbow. Yep.
It's one of the best elbows. So good.
Yep.
I think I was talking to someone recently who hates that elbow, and I was like, "What? What's wrong with you? It's amazing."
It kind of reminds me of Mark Briscoe's Froggy Bow.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yep.
Put some stank on that.
She does.
No. This is Carmen Petrovic. Petrovic? I have no idea.
Carmen Petrovic.
This is another one for you.
She's spent more time lately, I believe, going to TNA. Okay. She's the one with the sword gimmick. Comes out with a sword in her entrance.
Zero knowledge of this one, so this is all you, buddy. This is all you.
Re-sign her for another year.
Okay.
She's young. Maybe she can get better. Maybe she can't, but bring her on for another year.
Kalani Jordan. I guess I could probably do this one.
You got a small sampling.
I've gotten a decent enough sampling at this point that I can do this one. right. Three, two, one. Okay.
You put two E's.
I had issues.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you've listened to our show before, you know that I was kind of harsh on Kalani Jordan up until the last time I saw her. I don't remember what show that was. I think
Sol
it was
Ruca.
yeah, she was in her match against Sol Ruca, and I was like,
Backlash,
oh,
I think it was.
no. It was
No, not
NXT Great America Bash?
No.
Stand and Deliver?
No.
Maybe it was the last one? That was the last NXT show.
Battleground.
Vengeance Day? Battleground. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the first one I did predictions for.
Yep.
And it was great. Yeah.
Oh, that was my
like, oh. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I get it. She's good. So yeah, keep her around for sure. I do think she needs to work on the charisma though.
She's kind of opponent specific talent.
Yeah.
Obviously the match, because they pair so well together, her and Sol. But you put her against someone like
Zarya,
Charlotte, Stephanie's okay.
Some of the
against Nia.
Some of the less athletic.
I don't think she's going to have a great match with Nia. Rhea,
barely anybody has a good match with Nia.
Yeah. Rhea, I don't really see it.
Interesting.
She's got a very niche style offense. Attack.
She's good though.
Yep.
I can see her being a great mid-carder on the main roster once she moves up.
Yep.
Kendall Gray. This is another one for you. I'm teeing you up.
I'm whiffing because
this is another Evolve lady.
Yeah, she must be in Evolve specific.
Well, up you go to Rehire. We need more time with you.
Yep.
Kiana James. So this one's weird. She's apparently on the main roster, and I have no idea who she is.
Yeah, she had like the rich Wall Street kind of gimmick in NXT. She got called up to the main roster. She appeared on Raw a couple times, and she's been gone. I guess she was injured.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure she's all you not again, injured anymore. Haven't seen enough of her.
Okay.
Haven't seen enough of her.
So was she just not in NXT very long?
No, she really wasn't in NXT that long. And it was kind of a surprise that she got called up. And some others didn't.
I guess they saw something that we didn't.
Yep.
Or that anyone did.
Yeah, that anyone really did.
I wonder if she's just riding out her contract now, or if what's going on.
I don't know.
It's weird. And maybe she's still injured. Who knows? All right. Lash Legends. Three, two, one. Okay.
You asked me 8 months ago, I would have said Fire.
Yeah, I'm on the fence still. I'm like, she's good and she's got size and she's got a look. I hate her name. I absolutely hate her name. You can't put legend in your name. I'm sorry, it's stupid. I hate it. I fear for her though, for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if she just I don't know. She's gonna get comparisons to Bianca. She just is. And Jade Cargill.
When do you say that?
Why do I say that? Because she's big, she's muscular, and she's black.
I think she's better than Jade.
I suspect she is better than Jade. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's something missing from her for me. But I'm like, because I could totally see her in AEW. I don't know why, but I can totally see her in AEW. That being said, though, if I was WWE, would I keep her? Yeah, I would. I
Yeah.
wouldn't want her going to AEW. You know. So
I mean,
I just I don't know. I feel like she's gonna get lost in the shuffle at some point.
I think her and
That would be
Naomi,
a crazy tag team.
her and Naomi, and against Bianca and Jade
Oh,
would
yeah,
be. I mean, her and Naomi have the same type of attitude. Um, I mean, they would be great as a heel team with
yeah,
the way that Naomi is and the way that Lash can be. Um, she could stand on her own. She could be, she could do good.
yeah,
I keep her in NXT for another 3-4 months. I mean, she has her first couple of matches were like as bad of any NXT match I've ever seen.
oof.
She has improved so much.
It's really surprised me when she was in the Rumble at one time.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't the Rumble, was it? It was that weird triple threat tag team match at
Oh yeah.
a PLE.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah. The 4-way
Okay.
tag
Yeah.
match in Saudi of all
Oh,
places.
is that where it was?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Her and Jakara. And she, well, there's 2 people left from the original metaphor. But Noam Dar got hurt again. He just came back and got hurt again.
You know what that means? He'll be on that list.
We'll see.
I don't think I saw him on the roster page. We'll find out in a future episode.
Yep.
Lev Morgan. Okay. I mean, do we need to do this one? Do we need to write this one down?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Fire, right?
So just what? I'll kill you. Okay, we're both on the same page.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah, I mean, she's in her prime right now. As unfortunate as that injury is, I think it actually might benefit her. In the long run, I think her coming back after an injury might give her like a new lease. And then by the time she comes back, Roxanne has like taken over. The Judgment Day.
Yeah, I mean,
Be cool.
it'll be good for her because of the reaction coming back. But I think it will do Roxanne a lot of good.
Yeah, 100%.
For whatever, for what they can do for Roxanne taking over the Judgment Day, just like Liv did for Rhea when Rhea was gone.
This is another one to tee up for you, Lola Vice.
Lola Vice. Ooh. I've got to rehire. She's Shayna Baszler-ish, just in the way, because she came from MMA. She's more of a striker, grappler type. Obviously very attractive, big booty. She's definitely not ready for the main roster.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Jada just lapped her. Stephanie came in, lapped her. Julia. I don't know at what point she'll be in the main roster, though. I don't know. And it kind of pains me to say it because she had so much promise when she started, but
might be one of the ones that falls through the cracks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Lyra. I can see him thinking. Wow. Three, two, one. Okay. I would turn her heel immediately.
Maybe that's where they're going.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where
Because
they're
obviously
slowly
she's not
going
getting
with her.
over. Yeah, she's not getting over as a face, so it's just time to make her turn on the fans.
Yep.
Even if she just as a, I've been busting my ass putting on banger matches for you people, and you just sit on your hands. Well, screw you.
Yeah.
I just I really like Lyra. I think she's great.
She's good.
She does
really good.
She does everything well, and the crowd just doesn't care, and it's stupid. I hate the crowd.
Whatever needs to be done, but fix her wardrobe. She keeps having to adjust and have near mishaps.
It's the neck thing. She has like it come over around her neck, and there's no like back strap.
I mean,
so it's fully relied on back here in her neck.
Even on her run-in last night with the Bailey,
the tube top
match,
problem.
She kept having to pull it up.
Yeah,
she's got to get that under control.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said that their big. I think it was Trish Stratus. Her biggest pet peeve is wrestlers that don't wear proper attire and are always adjusting.
And that's the thing with Trish. She always looked like she was about to bust out, but she never had to adjust it.
She never did. No, nope, she never had a problem.
Yep.
So, meanwhile, you got like Charlotte who pops out every fucking twice a year at least.
Yep.
Why does she wear what she wears while she does a freaking like backwards bridge as your finisher? Like, are you dumb? Oh, God.
Jade's popped out once or twice. Yep.
Has she? Oh yeah, she has. She has. Yeah. Brutal. Wear proper attire. Yeah, I specifically remember Trish complaining about it because she's like, you know who I really love right now, but also really hate? Ronda Rousey. And she was like, I love Ronda. She's amazing. She's taken to this, this business so well. But every time she's in the ring, she adjusts her attire 50 times in a match. Yep. And it drives me up the fucking wall.
Yeah, she always had to pull down the legs on her shorts.
Yeah, her legs on her shorts, and she's always doing this with the straps. It's like, here's an idea. Get a different attire.
Whatever it takes. It's just so you don't have to adjust it all the time.
There's a reason wrestlers wear spandex. I'm just saying. Obviously what you're wearing it's not working. I'm sure you have the money to buy some good gear.
Yep.
Maxine Dupree.
Ow.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. I think she has a place as a valet or a manager.
Yeah, she does.
But she does not have any place in the ring. She's so far below average. She just doesn't need to be in the ring.
And especially if we're retiring the tag titles, I don't think she can really stand alone. Or stand on her own. Stand on her alone was what I was saying. I don't think she can really stand on her own as a singles competitor.
No. Enough said.
Yep.
Michin / Miem. Three, 2, 1. Yeah.
If it was Mia Yim, I might rehire, but since it's Michin, we fire.
Her name change never made any sense to me. I'm like, if they both start with an M, like why? What was it?
I don't know.
What was the point? Stupid. Yeah, I mean, she's not bad in the ring. She's fine, but she's just another charisma black hole, and there's just way more talented women on the roster. She's never going to make it above.
She's not going to be any more than what she is now.
Yeah.
And she's got enough left. She'd be great in a Ring of Honor.
Yeah, maybe TNA.
Maybe TNA.
I don't think AEW would be interested.
I mean, they would for the name, but I mean, she'd be like Deonna Purrazzo, where she has a little
She'd be sitting
intro
collecting
run,
money a lot.
but she'd be in Ring of Honor after 3 months.
Yeah. Naomi. Again, I don't know why there is like hair on the right side. I don't know if she's standing next to Cousin It. Or what's happening there.
Or Carlito.
Or Carlito. Oh, man. All right. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. So I was on the precipice of Rehire for this one. Because I think she's done almost everything that she needs to do. But that being said, her current heel gimmick is fantastic.
Yep. That's why I say Rehire. Before she turned heel, I would have said fire. And she could have gone to AEW.
Who is she married to? Jimmy?
She's married to Jimmy. Big Jim.
I mean, the fact that they've never done anything on TV is kind of remarkable to me.
Yeah.
Maybe even pair them together for something. I don't know what you would do because they both need to wrestle. But I don't know. I'll go with you on Rehire just because she really is good. And she's great as a heel.
And I think her having the Money in the Bank briefcase is good for her.
I forgot that she had it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I hope she does something interesting with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
we still need the Bianca match. We still need a Jade match.
Yeah, what the hell? That was so
we did
dumb.
Get a Jade match.
Yeah, we did get a Jade match, but we never got a Bianca match.
Nope.
They just went their separate ways.
They just went. Well, I mean, Bianca got hurt at Mania, and she's been out since Mania.
Oh.
With a broken finger.
She's been out with a broken finger?
She's been out with either one or two broken fingers, yeah.
Most wrestlers don't stay gone for like more than like a week.
Right.
With a broken finger.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I don't know if there was like ligament damage. They had to do some surgery or something. I don't know.
Or maybe they're saving her for a return at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's a 2-night event, so they need some bangers and some moments for that show. Interesting. Yeah, I completely forgot.
Multiple broken fingers.
Oh. I'll have to rewatch that match. What was that? Was that the triple threat?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I just rewatched it the other night. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again.
While there's no official return date, reports suggest she's aiming to be back in time for SummerSlam.
There you go. Yeah.
She is in Perth, Australia this week for, I guess, the big announcement on sale thing for Crown Jewel. I did see that today.
Australia.
Yep.
I still think that's a stupid name for an Australian show.
Yep.
Yeah, they're part of the United Kingdom technically, but so is Canada, and we could give two shits.
But I mean, Crown Jewel has always been associated with Saudi.
I know. Yeah, they should have just come up with a different name for that show. I just don't get it.
I wonder if they're going to have the Crown Jewel Championship.
When is it?
I think it's normally November or October, isn't it? No, yeah, October, I think. Because you got Crown Jewel and then Survivor Series next month.
Maybe. All right. Natalia. By the way, I hate this stuff on the women use. This
Oh yeah,
skin colored
yeah.
spandex. I think it's the most stupid, ugliest thing I've ever seen.
On some of them, it
It's just
is.
so stupid. Oh my god. Jade had it on one, and I was like, "You're not fooling us."
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand it. It's so stupid. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, she's been past due for retirement for a while. I think.
If you,
I never found her to be like amazing. She gets a lot of credit for her longevity, but I'm like, name your favorite Natalia match. Your top 3. Go.
I can't.
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
people consider her like a legend in the women's roster, and I'm like, really?
NXT
Okay.
Underground with Lola Vice.
Yeah, that was a good match. Not good when her like how long she's been around for like
A
20
long
years,
time, yeah.
and we can name one match.
I mean, unless you're going to put a title on her, which I mean could be legit. I mean, if you let her shoot, if you let her do what she can do, um, she can be good. But they're not. Um, I mean, and I know we're not holding creative against them, but it's just time.
Yeah, it's time.
She would be a great coach
Great coach, great
at
agent, great producer, something.
NXT. Yep.
100%. Yeah, I just don't want to see her on TV anymore.
Yep.
Every time she comes out, I'm like, wow, like go away.
Yeah.
It's not like you have the deepest character in the world. You've literally been Natty Neidhart for your entire career.
Right.
Like, all right, Nia Jax. He's writing a lot. I don't know what's happening.
Tapping my finger.
Oh, he's thinking. Oh,
I am thinking.
okay.
I'm staring at her. In those big brown eyes.
Yeah,
Boy, oh boy.
she's pretty. She does have resting bitch face though.
She does.
Mm. Yeah. Wow, I did not expect the struggle. Oh, I think Sim 31 just returned finally.
All right.
All right. I'm very interested to see what you wrote now. 3, 2, 1.
Now I'm gonna have to explain it.
Oh God. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Explain yourself, sir.
So we can't hold creative against her, right?
I don't.
She's been in the title picture, world title picture since she came back.
Yeah.
She's had a lot better matches since she came back than she did before. That's what I'm going based off of. She can. It's a credible win for someone coming up.
Yeah.
But you do still need her. But for it to be a credible win, you still need to have her win matches.
Which I absolutely hate seeing.
I do too.
I just think there's so many better people that can do this now. We've talked about several of them. If you beat Alexa Bliss, if you beat Asuka, if you beat Io Sky, if you beat Bianca, if you beat Charlotte, if you beat Becky,
But
don't
look,
need Nia anymore. I don't think
we're retiring Becky. We're retiring Charlotte. We're retiring Natty.
Beating Natty means nothing. Let's be real.
I mean, that's true. We're firing Bailey.
Yeah, I get that. That's shocking to me still.
We're not firing Bailey.
We're sending her to better pastures for what she brings to the table. Yeah.
We're sending her to places that she wants to go, with matches with people that she needs to have matches with before she retires.
Nia Jax is the Mark Henry of the women's division. Every so often, they're just like, hey, take the title or go after a title just to put someone over. And I just don't. It's fine filler, but when your roster is as good as the women's roster is right now, we don't need filler anymore. We can have just all good shit, you know?
And honestly, I don't need to hear Rikishi complaining about another member of his family getting fired. That's probably as big a part of it as anything.
I mean, that's true.
But yeah, I
wish we could cut her image in half, put one in.
I don't want her to have a retirement deal like we've got with Becky and Charlotte.
Oh, I didn't know. I said just retire immediately. Just like Natalya. I don't want her to have a retirement tour. Just go away. I was so happy when they fired her the first time.
Retire. Retire.
Oh, I convinced him. I can't stand her anymore. I mean, I never could, but like, I give her credit. She did improve. She did get better, but she's still not great, and she's still reckless occasionally.
Have a loser leave company match with somebody.
Put someone over on your way out.
With somebody coming up from NXT. Have a 2-3 month feud and have her lose a career versus, I don't know, title match.
Sure. Do it against Tiffany.
Sure. No, we don't need her and Tiffany again.
No?
No.
You don't want to put her over again?
No. No.
Who would you do it against? Giulia? No, you can't. Giulia, not a good fit. Maybe bring Jada Parker up.
Jada, yeah.
You know.
Zari. No, not Zari. He's not ready yet.
Sim31 has woken up, and now he's looking over the list and freaking out at some of our picks. You'll have to rewatch the show.
Yeah, you will have to rewatch it.
We explained ourselves pretty well on
yes.
This. Yeah, I can't think of someone who. I mean, Jada Parker would be good. It's got to be someone big. You know, you can't have her be retired by Rey Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be
Lash.
It's got to be someone beefy. Yeah, Lash maybe. Yeah. All right. Boop boop. Nikki Cross. Oh, jeez.
I think you know where I'm headed.
Yeah. Three, two, one.
Get her the hell on out of here.
Okay. So I like Nikki Cross. She could be booked really well as a psycho, but they just keep giving her. They don't emphasize her strengths ever in WWE.
Which are what?
They just don't. She comes across as a great psycho, just like Victoria played a great psycho back in the day. But every time they do it wrong, or they don't do it at all. At one point, she was a godforsaken superhero. I was like, what are you doing? This woman is a great little powerhouse psycho that will just come in and rip everyone's fucking head off. Emphasize that. And they just don't. They just don't. So send her somewhere else where they'll use her better.
Yep.
is why I picked Fire, because she has so much to give, and she just is not in a place where she is being given that.
Yep.
Okay. This next one I'm going to have to give to you as well. Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons. She was the original Thirst Queen in NXT.
I can see why.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. She got it up top and down low. Yeah. 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 She's the one that got the split pin. That she does the splits across somebody and pins them.
Right. Is she injured right now? I feel like I never hear her name anymore.
No, she got a title shot on TNA after coming back from another injury. She's been on Evolve lately too.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
She came in like a house of fire, got hurt, blew out her knee. I think she might have blown out another knee afterwards too. She spent a lot of time on the injury.
I'm surprised she's not gone already.
She got to look
how WWE feels about the injury-prone people.
Yep. Yes, very much so.
I'm not repeating what Sim31 said. It might get us kicked off.
Yes, very much so. It's very pear-shaped. Yeah. Fire.
Time. We're done with her.
She's probably got a little bit left in the tank. She's just not.
She's got the look, man. Holy crap!
She's got a
face, those
fantastic
eyes.
Look. Yep. Just no Fire.
Injury prone's not good.
Nope.
It's never going to be a good thing.
Nope.
You got to be healthy.
She's putting a lot of work on those knees that they may not withstand.
Not good.
Yep.
Not good. Piper Niven. Three, two, one. Oh. Okay. I'll explain why I say Fire.
Yep.
At least in WWE, she hasn't had great charisma. She's decent in the ring, but the reason I would say Fire is I think she would do way better in AEW. I've seen her in indie matches that are like hardcore, no DQ type matches, and she thrives in that kind of environment from what I've seen. I don't know if she likes them.
I think she does.
She thrived in them, and she's been in WWE a while now, and she hasn't really done anything. I think she's had one title shot that she didn't win, obviously, and now she's in Secret Service, and I think it's time for her to move on to other pastures to see what she can provide. Like, I think AEW would be interested in her.
The only reason I said Rehire was we can't hold creative against her, and she's not had any good creative. But you've convinced me. Let her go. Let her do her.
Yeah, so I'm not holding creative against her in that sense. I'm firing her because I think she would do better elsewhere.
Yeah,
I think it's the way of explaining it.
I agree.
Okay. This next one was not in the roster page.
Oh. That looks like an aged picture, somewhat.
Yeah, I think it's just a bad picture. I don't really know. 3, 2, 1. Wow. All right.
She's good enough to keep around. Not.
I think this is another case of she's fine, but the women's roster is so good right now that she blends into the background, and I have no idea why she was given the push that she was given. I find her charisma to be lacking. I find her kind of weak in the ring. I just don't like her. I don't know. It could just be a me thing. I don't know, but I've never seen her in a match and been like, "Oh yeah, we got Raquel." No, I'm just like, "Oh, it's her. She's just taking up space."
For me, if I'm keeping Alexa Bliss, I'm keeping her for the same reason.
I don't think she can put over anybody. What does beating Raquel do? Like,
for someone who's
I don't
smaller,
know, man. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. I would you meet me in the middle at Fire?
Where would she go?
I know, that's my thing, right? That's why I went, because I was thinking Fire, and then I'm like, would she go to TNA? No. Would AEW be interested? No, because she's not good enough in the ring.
Indies? No.
No. I just don't think she should be wrestling. She's not good. Or she's not good enough. I think she's hit her ceiling in WWE. I don't think she's going anywhere. I mean, if you think we can keep her because she's an enhancement talent, sure, I guess. I just don't think she deserves the amount of TV time she gets.
I mean, we are getting rid of the tag titles. Yeah, retire.
Yeah. I'm doing some pretty good convincing. You've done. Oh?
No, I'm responding to Sim. If she didn't, even if she had bigger talents, I probably wouldn't rehire.
Wow. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, we don't even need to.
Nope.
No, we don't need to.
Although she does not need to constantly be in the world title picture all the time.
I keep saying it. Move her to the men. I don't understand. I mean, I get the whole gender thing and being like, women shouldn't hit men and men shouldn't hit women. Nobody should hit. Like, I don't buy it anymore. Rhea is so good and such a superstar, and she's got the size, she's got the muscle mass. She could have a killer match with so many men. I mean, if there was ever going to be a crossover since China, she's the one. She's absolutely the one.
Yeah.
She's outgrown the women's division, in my opinion. I don't know.
All right. So, question for what's going on right now. Would you rather see her in the title picture or in another feud with the Judgment Day?
Neither.
Because she's in a feud with the Judgment Day. Raquel and Roxanne.
Honestly, I'd rather see her move to SmackDown at this point. To have a fresh roster to fight.
Yeah. But
she's been on Raw for too long.
Yeah. I mean, right now she's on the Judgment Day again. Back to the Judgment Day.
Yeah. I think that's temporary, though. I think it's just because of Liv's injury. Her and Raquel were supposed to go up against the Bellas. So to give them time to figure out what to do with that situation, they're like, just throw Rhea in there. She's not doing anything right now. Just throw her in there and crush Raquel. We'll see, though.
Yep.
Roxanne Perez. Three, two, one. Yeah, I was gonna do another. Do we need to talk about this?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do it, but
yeah,
she's
super good in there. She's the whole package.
Yep.
Yeah. Her only negative, right, really is not her fault. It's her stature.
Yep.
She's a little small. But that didn't stop Alexa Bliss. So yeah, or Io.
Nope.
Io's a little bigger, but all right. Scarlett. I questioned whether we should put this in here because she's more of a valet. But we'll talk about that in a second. I suspect that we will disagree on on this one based on that. Three, two, one. Oh wow, we don't disagree. Well, kind of. I don't. So here's my thought: is if we fire her, I don't see her going anywhere. I think she'll still travel with Carrion.
Yes.
I just don't see her going to another company unless Carrion goes with him.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you're thinking.
Yes.
Okay. I just don't think she adds anything to Carrion Cross whatsoever. So I would just say,
I mean, well, okay.
I'm good with either, honestly.
She can wrestle. Ish.
She just doesn't.
She just doesn't. I mean, where does she fit on the roster as a wrestler?
Yeah, she doesn't.
She doesn't. So
no. Yeah, I'll go with fire. I mean,
yep.
I haven't seen enough of her to know if she could do something else somewhere else. So, Oh, well, I mean, do we even need to talk about this one?
All day. All effing day.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm high on Soul Ruka now too. She's so good in the ring.
Just
yeah.
Day she set foot on my TV screen.
I just hope she stays healthy and makes it to the main roster strong. Because she's doing some crazy stuff in NXT, and I hope she doesn't get caught by the injury bug.
I think
she's really good.
After she hurt her knee, I mean, she has a torn ACL. Well, not has one, but she had one.
Yeah.
I think that kind of grounded her a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was more crazy before that?
I mean,
my God.
Not necessarily crazy. I think she's smart with her stuff. But I think she realizes that it could go away at any minute.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would absolutely take her in a heartbeat. She has got a bright future.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, we don't need to. I hate to skip over the formalities,
obvious ones.
Yeah, I don't think we need to at this point. I mean, she's fantastic.
What is there left to say?
Yeah, she's the whole package.
Yep.
What can you say?
Of the people that Mercedes has faced in AEW, that's the one that has come out the best after working with her.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's because she's in a different company.
She had a great match with, we'll talk about Mercedes when we get to AEW.
Yep.
This one I don't know. Stevie Turner.
So she came in with a little splash. She's from UK. I don't know if she was really in NXT UK. When she first came, she had a hacker gimmick.
According to her profile, she was in NXT UK.
Okay. I didn't really watch it much NXT UK, especially with the women. She came in, she got hurt. I believe she blew out her knee too.
Uh-oh.
For about 6 months, they had a rash of torn ACLs in NXT. Nikita, Soul, Stevie, I think there were a couple others.
NXT UK has been gone for a while, though. Why is she still around? It's weird.
I don't know. I would
I feel like if she was going to be anything, she'd be
fire and let her go back to UK.
Yeah. Oh. Tamina.
So it was never officially announced, but she's already retired.
Well, that makes our job easy.
Yep.
Wonder why they didn't officially announce it. That's weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Well,
think she was just never used, and she just quietly said, "All right, I'm done."
fair.
Yep.
Tatum Paxley.
She's been on NXT.
Yeah,
She
this is another
was
one I don't know enough. So this is you.
she was in. I think the biggest amount of time that she got was when she was in a group with Shotzi and Gigi
Oh
Dolan
yeah.
not long ago. But obviously Gigi and Shotzi aren't with the company anymore, so she just kind of fell by the wayside. She's been on screen with Soul and Zarya lately, trying to fit in with them. But I would fire and let her go to.
So casually.
I mean,
Fire.
she she was on TNA. You know, she did split time into TNA, so she could go over to TNA and sign with them, and probably do all right.
Okay. Thea Hale. This is another one that's I'm teeing this one up to you. I don't know Thea Hale. Oh, he's writing something. Oh, that's a big one.
Oh yeah, she's a fireball of energy.
Okay.
She comes across as like a very Eugene type of character. Just
Okay.
in a way of she knows. Well, she was part of Chase U.
Okay.
So I guess that's part of where it comes in, or I guess mainly that's where it comes in. As a student of the game, I hate using that term, but as a student of the game that knows wrestlers, knows holds, knows a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Like she's using a rear naked choke. She's using like a few different types of submission holds to win matches.
Okay.
Like the way that Eugene was like a wrestling savant, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
that's kind of the way she kind of comes across.
Interesting. But
Um,
not the special needs
no,
part.
no, 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 no.
More of a I know wrestling
Yeah.
in and out,
Yep.
and I will copy moves
Yep.
kind of a person. That's a
And
cool gimmick.
yep. And I think she's super young too. I think she's only at the oldest 23.
I was gonna say she looks like she's like 23, 24, 25. She looks very young.
21. I'm sorry. 21.
Holy smokes.
So
Wow.
her signing, I mean, she signed with NXT with WWE right when she was 18.
Whoa.
And I guess like they weren't sure if it was like an NIL deal or something like that. So they made a thing on TV, on NXT TV. Like a big thing down here in the States, when high schoolers commit to a college, when they're, heavily,
NCAA.
yeah, like when they're heavily recruited to play football, basketball, whatever, right? They have a little ceremony, this an announcement ceremony of where they're going to go to college. Well, she had one, I guess a gimmick one, to where she said, "I'm going to
Oh,
attend Chase U," and put that, and like put a Chase U hat on.
that's funny.
So I mean, she's super young. She's got a ton of charisma. I mean, look,
Okay.
look at the look. She's, got a great
Oh
smile.
yeah.
She's just
Yeah.
charisma out the wazoo, and she can.
I feel like I've probably seen her in a match. I just I can't
Yeah,
legitimately say I know enough about her to have
but yeah,
scored
I
her.
would
But
I would totally
yeah,
keep her.
cool.
Yep. I mean, she's very Roxanne-like in size. She's really strong
Okay, so she's
in
tiny.
ring. Yep, yep.
Tiny.
She is tiny, and she's
Okay.
got a lot of room to grow.
I mean,
Yeah, keep her.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Although I think her feud with Charlotte hurt her. Um, I think her stock fell a little bit. And also, why does she not have a pink belt yet?
Right?
That is just leaving money on the table.
It is
Like, what are you doing, WWE? Are you that dumb? Like, what?
like a Barbie belt.
Just crazy to me that there's no pink belt. Just absolutely asinine. That's It's the easiest marketing ploy of all time. And they're like, no, we're not going to do it.
Yep.
Wendy Chu.
Let's see. How long has she been there? Long time.
Not long.
No, she's been there a long time.
Wasn't Wendy Chu in TNA for a long time?
I think she was before.
Well, I'm gonna wait because I could have sworn she was like a TNA person.
Not before WWE. She has been on TNA within the last, since they've started working together.
Okay.
2018, 2019, she's been there. She's been there 6 years.
Whoa.
Yep. I would fire her. Let her.
Oh, I was gonna say rehire her. I've seen her a lot on TNA. I like her. I think she's good in the ring. She puts on good matches. She's weird.
Does she? I don't remember any of her matches.
I think I watch more TNA than you do.
Oh, you definitely do.
I must.
If you watch,
like I watch all the I watch the pay-per-views. So although I'm not caught up on them, I need to get caught up on them.
Okay,
interesting.
Yeah, I would. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess rehire. I don't like that sleepy gimmick. I don't like that gimmick that she got in the picture.
No, I don't either. I like the kind of a nightmare fuel gimmick she usually uses.
Now I don't remember if it was 2.0 time or not, but you remember the Xia Li when Xia Li first came and she was the ninja.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You had the queen type character that she answered to.
Yeah,
that was her.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, this character's definitely better.
That was Wendy Chu.
Yeah, I would keep her. I didn't know she was around for that long. I feel like there's something there. Maybe they just haven't figured out what that is yet. Okay. She's on the precipice, though. I would say it's like you can't spend 10 years in NXT,
right?
At some point, it's like, well, if you haven't moved up by now, So I think if we do this yearly, this roster review yearly, next year if she's still here, maybe time to let her go, unless something's changing at that time. Ren Sinclair, don't know her.
So she's, I guess, a little newer-ish on TV. She's been in the company, I guess, about a year and a half. She was on the Indies for a while before. She's good in the ring.
She looks super generic.
She is very vanilla. She is in the No Quarter Catch crew.
Okay.
In our group, we call it the No Charisma crew.
Oh, that's not good.
They don't really have a whole lot of charisma, any of them.
God, that's 3 groups in an NXT that have no charisma.
Yeah. I mean, she's like, if you follow her on social media, she's got charisma on that. She can go in the ring. I think she just needs a program, a story
that focuses on her
to get people to like her. She's very Lyra-ish. She just needs something to get people interested in her. Yeah.
So you think it's worth keeping?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I mean, the one thing about her, though, she is 30. So kind of this late.
Time's running out.
Yeah, this kind of late in her. I mean, I hate saying late. At this point in her career, she needs to get something behind her quickly.
Yeah. Zarya. I know her. I know. I can do Zarya.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do Zarya.
I bet you could.
She's not quite my type.
What do you have against Australians?
Nothing. I loved Peyton Royce and
Rhea.
Was it Billy Kay and Rhea? Oh God, yeah. Give me some Rhea all day long.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, I really like Zarya.
Yep, she got a lot left on the bone.
Yeah, she's got a cool look. She's great in the ring. I don't know if I love the face paint or not. I'm kind of iffy on that. I'd like to see what she looks like without the face paint. But overall, she's great. Her hair is amazing.
She's got a weird thing with Soul Rain. I don't know why they put them together.
Paired them,
I
yeah,
guess
it's a
kind of
weird pairing.
opposites attract, but it seems to work sometimes. You're just waiting on one of them to turn on the other, which sucks.
Yeah.
For any type of a program like that, when you're just waiting on one to turn on the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely keep her.
Zelina Vega.
I think we're going to differ on this one.
I think we might. Good?
No.
Oh, he's thinking. Oh, he's thinking. Okay. He's thinking. We only have one left after this. We're at the end. Is she still U.S. champ? Wow.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Oh, what does that say? Sasha. Oh, Sasha Light.
Sasha Light. Yeah.
Yeah. So I say the same things about Zelina that I do about Chelsea. She's a company person. She's a yes person, but she's not great in the ring. She's fine.
At best.
Yeah. I feel like she should be better than she is. Every time I see her, I'm like, man, she should be great. But she's just fine. Isn't she related to someone who like invented the Code Red move or something like that? I don't know. I know she's got lineage, wrestling lineage of some kind.
She doesn't.
No?
I don't think.
Maybe she's
married to lineage.
Yeah, who's she married to again?
Aleister Black.
Oh yeah, Black. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never understood why Zelina's around, but once I learned about company people, yes people, I was like, oh, that makes sense. She's a Chelsea Green.
She had gotten
before
let go
Chelsea Green
and then hired back years ago.
Oh shit, we need a charity person. Oh shit, we need someone to be in video games.
Yeah.
And do commentary and promotion and stuff. Yeah. And then I think this US title run was basically just like a, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. I would not be surprised at all if she's gone after her title run's over. I feel like,
I don't know.
Wasn't someone else recently given a title and then they let him go? Someone recently that happened to. They were like, I can't remember now.
Know.
Maybe we'll remember it when we get to the men. It was a guy, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, the last thing I remember of her was her effed up attempt at a 619 and then just blasting Chelsea in the face and breaking her nose.
Yeah, breaking her nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never understood. She's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I hate Aleister Black for it. But as a wrestler, she's not good. She doesn't really have charisma in terms of like good mic skills. She's got charisma, but not mic skills.
She doesn't have
sometimes
size
those are different
to be legitimate.
Yeah, I maybe her and Mercedes could have a good match. I don't know because they're so similar.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I just don't care either way.
I think with Mercedes,
good for her.
You have to be good to have a good match with her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, all the power to Zelina. You know, she's obviously a good person, and you know, I wish her all the best.
It was a good story for her winning the U.S. title because of her dad.
Yeah, it's really too bad that the U.S. title wasn't around when they went to Puerto Rico. I would have loved to have seen the reaction of that crowd of her winning the U.S. title there.
Yeah,
that would have been something amazing. All right, and the last one of the day. Wow, that's a terrible picture of her. This one's tough for me.
Oh, yeah, it is tough.
All right. That picture's awful. I'm sorry. That's an awful picture of her. She's a very pretty girl, but that is not a good picture. All right, for the last time. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So obviously she's injured right now.
Again.
It's the second time she's injured her knee. Yeah. She's good in the ring. I don't feel like she has a whole lot of charisma. But there's something there. There really is.
There is. That's why I said Rehire. And we can't hold creative against her. And
no, I'm not. I think
Pure Fusion Collective was pure garbage.
Pure hot garbage.
Yeah.
Is what that was. Yeah, I went with Fire. I was going to go with Rehire, but I went with Fire because I'm wondering if she might do better in AEW or TNA. I don't know. They just don't really do anything with her.
Put her in.
You know, even when she was here, she wasn't like when she got injured. What were they doing with her? They were putting. It was a match against Kyrie.
And.
Oh right, it was a triple threat for the Queen of the Ring, right?
Stephanie.
Yeah, it was her, Stephanie, and Kyrie. I think, right?
Yeah.
I think
it was definitely her and Kyrie. I think it was Stephanie.
Yeah. But she just feels like filler in WWE.
Put her in NXT.
And then send her back there to do something different.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you've convinced me on that front.
NXT.
That's a good option. And you still need to do Ariana Grace.
I still go back to Ariana Grace.
It's all you, buddy.
NXT Rehire comedy gimmick NXT. Where she's at. Put her back where she's at.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is our first ever rehire or retire list. Definitely a lot more rehires than it's kind of in order. Yeah, more rehires than fires, and more fires than retires.
35 rehires, which is not bad.
Well, we cut the roster by a good chunk.
13 fires and 9 retires. Technically 8 because one of them is already retired.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, like they've got some women that are potentially coming in that could do some crazy stuff. Like we got Tyra May Steele, who's I assume still training at PC because we haven't really seen her a lot on NXT, right? I think she made like one appearance.
She made an appearance and she had a match.
Okay.
I don't remember who the match was against. Probably one of the people that we rehired.
Probably. Bailey Humphrey, she's probably coming in at some point as well.
Yep. Xena Sterling.
Xena Sterling. Oh God, Xena Sterling. How could you forget? Yeah, so like they've got an influx of women coming in anyway, so I think this is a good selection. Yep. Honestly, I think we did really well with this. But let us know what you think. Who would you rehire? Who would you fire? And who would you retire?
And was there anybody that we missed that we overlooked and didn't think of? Because remember we do still have Blake Monroe on there and the rehires.
Yep, Blake Monroe and there was someone else.
Ava.
Yeah, and Ava, you want it on there as well. Yeah.
And we don't need Rikishi yelling at us for firing someone from the family.
Yeah. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of rehires. They have a stacked women's roster right now. They really do.
It is. So I mean, they say it on NXT that the NXT roster is the deepest. I mean, then
it's really good.
I mean, obviously, when you look at who we fired, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 from NXT.
Yeah, and the rest of the main roster.
And the rest of the main roster.
Yeah. We'll be back with far more of this type of episode
I liked
in
it.
the coming
It was
weeks.
fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of good chatter, a lot of good talk, and we agreed a lot more than I thought we would. I thought we were going to have some more headbutting, but uh, I think we both did some good convincing as well.
Yep.
I don't think there was a lot of struggle there.
There are obviously
There was a couple in
a
there,
lot of
but
no-brainers.
yeah, a lot of no-brainers for sure. It's such a good roster. So yeah, we'll be back next time with another roster. I don't know whether we'll be continuing the WWE or if we'll be jumping ship to another one. I don't know. We'll see how that comes into play. But if you want to see or talk to me on the socials, I am at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I'm at Cole2K on BlueSky and on X.
You can email us at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server, where myself and Cole, Sim31, and so many others are talking about wrestling, gaming, the world, as it stands,
current events,
as it were. Come and enjoy the party. Yeah, and until the next time, Cole, take us out.
Well, you saw tonight that some women were getting the dream contract. Dream contract.
I want some dream contact.
Yes. While some were getting future endeavored. But don't worry, we'll be here judging every signing, every firing, and every questionable booking decision. So see you next time, unless creative lets you go too.